Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jefe.
We celebrate your life from Mexico too.
60 years ago today you were born, Jeff, and I'm so grateful for that day, and it's so special to me and to our whole family. I've said this before, but everything good in my life is connected to you and our marriage and the life we built together, and I just didn't want to miss this opportunity to tell you how important you are to me and to all of us, and what a great man you are, and how well you live your life, and we're all so lucky to be a part of it. So here's to you, honey. Celebrate this day. Happy birthday. I love you so much.
Thank you for being such an amazing father to us. You have been so constant and consistent in your love and support for us, and I just couldn't imagine, as cliche as it sounds, to be raised by anyone besides you. You and Mom did such a great job with all three of us. Thinking back, for some reason, there's one story that pops out. It's back when Michael was learning to skateboard and we were over at Lincoln City. He was scared to go down a small ramp. You, who doesn't have good balance, doesn't skateboard, doesn't normally do reckless or adventurous things like that, decided to show him how easy it was and to not be scared. And so you get on the board, go down the ramp, and fall flat on your butt. And we laughed so hard, and it just shows how great of a father you were. Thank you for being such a great example of a father and what a husband should be. Thank you for raising us to be strong, independent Christian leaders in our communities. And also thank you for always being my introvert buddy in large gatherings.
First thing I want to say is how grateful I am that you let me accept part of your family into my family, and how special of a thing that is, being your son-in-law. The only other thing that I have is, as I was thinking about what to say, 2 Timothy 1 came up, and it's Paul talking obviously to Timothy about how he saw the sincere faith of Timothy's mom and grandmother by the way that Timothy lived. And I just was thinking about you and how your faith is evident, not only because of your mom, but also that you've taken on that mantle of the faith that Bonnie had into your life. And then not only that, but then he talks about Timothy fanning the flame, that gift and that faith. And I think that's what you do, like, yes, in your own life, but I see it in how I think you just love fanning people's flame of not only following Jesus, but also the dreams that they have in their life. And I just think that, again, yes, your faith is part of your legacy, but also I see that in your story of just wanting people to grow and wanting people to go after their next big thing. So, again, happy birthday, Jefe. You're a legend. Love you.
I want you to know that you have a story to tell. And I'm just so inspired and encouraged by your faith and your patience and your faithfulness in trusting the Lord, teaching us the character of Jesus through love. Dad, I love you, man. Like, so much. You've taught me so much. You are so faithful to our family. You're so faithful to your friends. Our last name is Boles. It means tree trunks. And that's how I see our family. And sometimes I feel like I'm a bull in the china shop, but you, Dad, have taught me to be planted like a tree. You're rooted. You've shown me a servant's heart, Dad. And that's what has inspired me to come do what I'm doing now. I remember when we went fishing up at Detroit Dam, when we would get skunked, you taught me the phrase getting skunked, and I use it all the time because pretty much every time I go fishing, I get skunked. You taught me well. Except for we caught that giant marlin in Kauai that one time, 169 pounds. We ate it that night and it tastes like garbage, but it was like the coolest fish I've ever seen in my whole life. And there's this endless memories with you, Dad, and I want to make more. Do something crazy, like, do you want to go skydiving? Should we go skydiving? Maybe just take a dory boat out of Depot Bay. we've always talked about. You've continued to just be my biggest supporter and my role model. I love you so much. Wipe those tears off. I know the girls made you cry. That you just feel encouraged and loved and reminded of all that you've done for us. So we love you, Dad. Thank you so much for your life, your humor, your crazy look, for continuing to love us so well. Happy birthday.
Hey Dad, we just wanted to take this moment to express to you our love and how much that you mean to us. Truly, I believe that you are the best dad, the best example that anybody could have to a dad. And I think that that shows in not just in like having you as my dad and for Maggie and Michael, but I think for so many of our friends who you became kind of an adopted dad or like a father figure in their lives, like a Dania or Jason, and different people, and Trevor, and friends that maybe aren't as close now, but they in certain seasons that you really stepped in for them. That's something that I've learned and admire so much in you, because even though growing up, like, you traveled and you were taking care of your family and you took so much responsibility and so much, like someone who's trying to bring security, we're never not there. Like every concert, every game, every event, every parent-teacher night, you showed up, but you were always someone who's so present. And even now, me living in another country, and it doesn't feel any less like present of having you in my life. Someone who's taught me what it means to value people and how to love people in a quiet but like in a true way, way of seeing people in the way that they were, like of just being children of God, and that we all have the same value. And you are someone who I think restores value in people's like views of themselves just by the way that you treat them. And that's something that I remember like looking for in my husband, and that was something that I took, and there's so many characteristics of you that I was looking for my husband, because that's something that I saw was so important, and that the way that you are a husband to Mom is something that I admire so much in you. And you guys truly have one of the healthiest marriages that I've seen. But I truly believe that you were fathered by God in that way, and you carry that so deeply in the love that you have for the people around you. So grateful that I get to call you my dad. So proud of the things that you've accomplished and the things that you've done in this life up until this point. It's taught me so much, and it's shared so much passions with you about the Middle East and about justice and just different things like that. That's something that I know that I see so much of you like in me, and I get to carry the best characteristics of you, and things that I know that I want to teach my kids one day in so many ways. And I feel so loved by you. And
Yeah, Jeff, you're a fighter. Thinking in the way that you grew up, the environment that you grew up, and just to see how God has teaching you all these years and how to become the true man that you are. I can think in the war movies where the guy is fighting and giving everything for it, and just pushing forward and believing in himself and believing in God, and just like fighting hard. And I think you are that man these years, and you accomplished so many things and learn how to love in the right way. So yeah, I'm also learning that, seeing that from you. And also thank you for trusting me. I remember second time you came down, and I asked you if I will have your blessing to marry Anna, and you looked me in my eyes, and you said yes. You give me your blessing, and you trust me. You trust me. You really trust me. You trust that I was able to do an amazing job, and that confidence, that support, that encouragement. I'm still carrying that in my heart. So yes, you accomplish so much, yet you keep yourself humble too. So that's something to admire. That I want to be like that someday. So we love you. We love you so much. We hate being apart from each other, but yes, we celebrate your life from Mexico too.
And into this, now that you're turning 60, oh gosh, I'm crying.
It's real.
I'm just so, you've sacrificed so much for us. And even right now, you're sacrificing so much for Bumpa and for Papa. And I just pray that in this like next season of life, that you're able to truly, not that you haven't enjoyed life, but that you are able to bring your guard down and to just see the beauty and see the life and let other people take care of you and have that opportunity to be sacrificed for. And I know that it's going to look different, especially with all of us being all over the place, but in any way that I just want to honor your life so much. And I'm so excited for what this next like part of life is going to be, like 60s, 70s, I don't know. I hope that you discover new things about yourself, things that you enjoy, things that bring you life. I know you have a lot of things that bring you joy in life, but I feel like there's just like a new part that God wants to show you. And so we love you so much. Happy birthday.